The world of hip hop lost a great man this past
Oh, yo! Oh,
Yes,
that hurt.
yes.
Oh, that hurt.
week. So, from our peoples at TMZ.com, Trugoy the Dove from De La Soul passed away. Sources familiar with the situation told our friends at TMZ that the rapper passed away Sunday at a hospital in Maryland. No other details, including a potential cause, have been released, but we're told his death appears to be from natural causes and that he was battling an undisclosed illness. So, De La Soul's official social accounts have yet to say anything about Dave. Ditto for the other two members and their own pages, Kelvin Mercer and Vincent Mason. It's just so sad because these guys were just like the pillars of hip hop. And Dave was with De La Soul since the beginning, back in '87, and they were going on to crank out some of the most famous rap songs of all time. The group went on an incredible 3-album run through the '90s, 2 of which were certified platinum and gold, respectively. You got their legendary tracks like Me, Myself, and I Know, The Magic Number, Stakes is High, Ring, 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 Break It Dawn, which was, oh my God, Ghetto Thing, Ego Tripping. You can't deny Ego Tripping. I mean, amazing work. And I mentioned this, I think it was last year or the year before that in the Library of Congress, they have certain recordings that they keep there as historical, for a lack of a better term, and De La Soul is in the Library of Congress.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
They were the
first hip hop artist to get in there. Yep.
The Library of Congress.
Yes, sir. So it's just really heartbreaking. And I mean, we've listened. You can't even just fathom the catalog of stuff, the tracks that they've used. I mean, their stuff was just masterful. GPS, fire away.
Well, during that era of rap where, gangster rap was taking its little path, you also had a group of individuals who were taking another path, your knowledge path, who kept it on the fun. And, it's not just about toting guns, driving hot cars, and throwing a whole bunch of money. Some of us just want to be out here living life, having fun, living as you may want to call normal folks. De La Soul was one of those folks.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest was another one.
Of course.
I'm trying to think. Was Quality there?
Jungle Brothers. Jungle Brothers
was another. I mean, when you think of J. La Soul, if you can't think of Trugoy, I mean,
exactly.
It's just one of those things. Like, damn, we are really getting older.
Yeah, it hits you. It's like when Mike and Prince passed away. It hits you because we lived through it. We experienced the music, and De La Soul was exactly the same way. Cortez.
It was. I mean, it just lets you know. Unfortunately, we need to be giving these guys flowers while they're alive instead of when they pass on, because that's a whole generation. That's like the '90s artists are leaving us. They're leaving us, unfortunately. Because remember, Coolio left a couple months ago. Coolio left, and I'm like, man, that went by so quick. So it's like you had to really appreciate these artists and listen to their music. And I tell the young folk, I was like, it's cute what you have now. It's real cute. But you need to listen to some of the old stuff that was out there to see how these young folk music is influenced by what the older artists used to do. So I mean, De La Soul was the thing I liked about De La Soul. They definitely went outside of the box.
Yes, they did.
GBS was right. They weren't into the gangster rap at all. They were just doing it. They were doing funkadelic type rap where it had a message. Not that the gangster rap didn't have a message, but they had more of a flower child mentality type sound to them, man. But it worked.
It did. It did.
And all that, to me, it was very artsy. That's what I liked about De La Soul, because at that time I felt like rap was just too hard. It was getting too hard. It was getting too hard, and we needed something to shake it up and soften it up a little bit. Because like I said, man, every album I was hearing, bitch, I want to shoot you. De La Soul, they weren't about that. They were like, We need to get together. You know, it was very politically charged, but in a healthy manner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And just to add on, which is unfortunate when this happened at this time, the reason is that De La Soul finally, their full catalog is going to be available to stream everywhere on Spotify on March 3rd. And they were promoting that and just plugging that all over the place. So it's just so unfortunate that this happened. And Dave, he was 54 years old. So I'm telling you, it's like, you know, we're just tenants, and the landlord tells us when it's time to go, it's time to go.
That's it.
So once again, to all of hip hop, to the remaining members of De La Soul, to everybody that ever experienced De La Soul, our thoughts, prayers, condolences to family, friends, hip hop associates. I mean, this is just it's a real tragedy. It's a real blow to hip hop. So we're definitely gonna miss Trugoy the Dove, and there'll never be another one like him. There'll never be another group like De La Soul. Everybody was unique with their own style and flow. So, you know, rest in power, and we'll see you on the other side when our time comes.